I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body.
Yamaha returned to the Aragon track today to test two different engine configurations, an experimental V4 configuration and their flagship inline 4. But the main focus wasn't on the engines, it was on one name that always manages to make everyone's eyes widen: Toprak Razgatlioglu. From the start of the morning session, Toprak hit the ground running without compromise. With the V4 he was brutal, stable, aggressive, and pushing the bike to its limits. His speed had Yamaha technicians looking at each other several times as if to say, "This is crazy, he's really beyond reason." He didn't stop there. When he switched to the more familiar inline 4, Toprak became even faster. He combined his unique late braking style, controlled slides in fast corners, and acceleration that left many speechless. With each lap he clocked, he approached, and even surpassed, Yamaha's own expectations. The paddock team, Yamaha bosses, and even the observing rivals could only remember his stability and courage. Today, Aragon wasn't just a test session. It was a stage for Toprak to showcase his incredible skills, proving once again that he's no ordinary rider. He's a phenomenon, a combination of talent and courage that defies logical explanation. And here's the full news. The Aragon track once again witnessed the madness of Toprak Razgatlioglu. Today, Yamaha brought two different engine configurations, a prototype V4 and its flagship inline 4, to explore future development directions. But no one expected this day of testing to turn into a display of Toprak's power in its most brutal form. From the moment the morning session opened, Toprak immediately displayed an unusual focus. As soon as he exited the pit lane with the V4, he seemed instinctively connected to the bike. He attacked every corner with all his might, pushed every brake to the limit, and with every corner exit, he let go of the throttle as if there was no tomorrow. The Yamaha technicians could only review the data and shake their heads, because what Toprak was doing on the V4 was not in their simulations. As he completed a fast first lap, the paddock erupted into action. Several Yamaha mechanics whispered to each other, while the Yamaha boss appeared to be holding back a smile mixed with worry. "This kid is truly unpredictable," remarked one engineer, seeing a time that exceeded even initial expectations. But the ultimate surprise was yet to come. When Toprak switched to the inline 4 engine, Yamaha's signature engine, he somehow still managed to find additional speed. His highly aggressive riding style seemed even more attuned to the bike. Slides in fast corners, late braking that seemed to defy the laws of physics, and smooth acceleration left some of the other test riders standing on the sidelines watching. At one point, when Toprak braked super late into turn 4, even the trackside photographer was shocked to see the bike at an almost impossible lean angle. But that's just how Toprak is. What seems impossible to others is actually his most mastered riding language. In the briefing room, Yamaha's engineers were baffled. Telemetry data showed that Toprak was unleashing the bike's potential far beyond their expectations. Some data points even showed cornering pressures and speeds rarely, if ever, achieved by other riders. Today, Aragon wasn't just about engine testing. It was a public declaration from Toprak Razgatlioglu that he always had something faster, wilder, and more unpredictable up his sleeve. Yamaha may have come to test the bike, but ultimately the entire team felt like it was Toprak who was testing the limits of Yamaha's capabilities, both the V4 and the inline 4. And as usual, after getting off the bike, Toprak just smiled casually, as if all the crazy speed was normal for him. The second day of private testing at the Motorland Aragon circuit turned into a brutal performance for Toprak Razgatlioglu. The Turkish rider put on an incredibly wild and aggressive performance as he returned to riding the Yamaha M1 V4, a bike that was currently the center of attention throughout the MotoGP paddock. From the morning, Toprak displayed high intensity on the track. There was no relaxed warm-up, no slow adaptation. He immediately fired up the engine, lowered his head, and launched as if the bike were part of his body. Within the first few laps, the signature Toprak style was immediately apparent. Extreme late braking, sliding in fast corners and hair-raising acceleration. According to reports from several journalists in attendance, the M1V4 sounded far more ferocious than the previous inline 4 version. But what caused the most commotion was Toprak's time, which nearly matched the top MotoGP factory rider's time during official testing. This was only his second day on the bike. Yamaha's technical team reportedly had to re-examine the telemetry data, because the numbers on the dashboard seemed too fast for an early test. One technician even said that Toprak rides the V4 like a superbike, but with MotoGP speed. The Yamaha racing boss, who was also present at the track, was reportedly shocked and almost in disbelief. In a brief interview leaked to Spanish media, the boss simply said, "We knew Toprak was fast, but not this fast. The way he understands the bike, the feeling, it's incredible." Toprak himself appeared calm, without excessive celebration. He simply said that the new bike has extraordinary potential, especially in the areas of acceleration out of corners and stability under hard braking. Two things that perfectly suit his character. "I feel at home. But this is just the beginning. There's still a lot to improve," Toprak said with his trademark smile. An internal Yamaha source stated that data from Toprak's test will be a crucial reference for the M1V4 development project, leading up to MotoGP in 2026. The team is also comparing Toprak's riding style with other test riders to determine the most effective engine and chassis settings. Aragon Test Day 2 concluded with a warm atmosphere in the Yamaha paddock. Everyone knows today, Toprak Razgatlioglu just sent a powerful message to the MotoGP world. That he's not just a world SBK star, but a real threat if given the right tools. With such brutal and consistent performance, it's no wonder the public is starting to wonder. Is this a sign that Toprak Razgatlioglu will soon be Yamaha's main rider in the V4 era? One thing is for sure. Today at Aragon wasn't just a test, it was a declaration. Toprak is ready to shake up the MotoGP world.